ourselves and go on and tell some others, then we all win. But that's our focus. That's our intent. That's the way that we're built, and that's the way we want to do it. And it's really interesting to us because we figured out Gridiron Mo and what we wanted to do with it as a family, and because we saw the dynamic that it brought and the sheer fun, Ted, in the family. Because now we started competing against each other. Now my father-in-law, who really knows football a heck of a lot than I do, more, we started engaging at a completely different level with my wife, with friends and family and neighbors and so on. It began to be a completely different type of engagement because we don't have to be experts. Nobody has to be an expert to play this. You can just go in and watch as you're watching the game, play it, and vote what you think should happen, and then see what 100,000 other people are thinking about. It's pretty cool and unique, although you need to discount our bias here. So our marketing, as it were, is really focused around the idea of reimagining, Ted, how we watch sports together as a family. It starts with that. We love it.
Totally. I love the idea. I love the product. We got to get the word out there, Aris, about it because it's really, really amazing. And for the folks that love Madden and they love playing, let's just say, hey, I love playing Madden against my son. Now, my son is 7 years old. Now, so granted, there's some plays that are happening or I'm choosing and I'm showing him along the way, but it's a similar concept. It's a similar concept, and pushed down to your mobile phone. I mean, it's just a great idea. And the fact of it is, it's family orientated. I love the fact that what you said earlier. You're the co-creator, so your wonderful wife is right on side of you, providing her perspective. Because that's the one thing that
Ted, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, and that's why, for example, we love Sharona and NFL Female and so on because, if you think about it, the stereotype of who watches a football game and who enjoys it is, the male, the middle-aged male or younger male or whatever, sitting on the couch, enjoying themselves, drinking beer and all that. Nothing wrong with that. But there's a ton of wives and girlfriends and spouses and partners and everything, whatever it is, that may not necessarily be engaging because, they want to make it their partner's time and so on. But you know what? And we respect that. We understand that. But you know what? Wouldn't it be awesome in the family unit if you could sort of reimagine that a little bit? And our developer, I want to give a shout-out to, if it's okay, Opus in New York, not far away from you. Like Focus without the S.
Okay.
Brilliant. And, yeah, absolutely brilliant. And Christine Golden and so on. Great team of people that actually did the coding and all that. It resonated, the idea that we can sort of reinvent how we engage with the TV, showing the fantastic game that we love. Everybody has their mobile device and they're interacting with it as they're watching the game. That's how it came to be. By the way, that's why I love talking with you, because late night parent, your audience is sort of ideal for us.
Hey, I smell a marketing deal between us. I really do. But
I can smell it too. And it's a good scent. It's perfume.
It really is. So Aris, I guess my next to last question for you is going to be, tell us what your plans are, or you and your wife's plans are for, let's say, version 2 of the app, or based on what you've put forth of today, what are you guys thinking about tomorrow? Are you thinking about making a version for the NBA or for baseball or, for the other three major sports?
Right, absolutely, Ted. And first of all, let's begin with what happens to Gridiron Mo in the off-season, because Gridiron Mo is a live-action, sort of addictive game when you're watching a live NFL game. So you might ask, what on earth happens when the season is over? Well, we will be releasing the version of Gridiron Mo in not the too distant future, where It will have the Know Your Super Bowl trivia game, which doesn't exist out there. So every Super Bowl, from the first one to the one that's about to be played, you'll have like a trivia game. You'll play against the clock, and you'll get points and see if you know who won the first one. Who was the coach? Who was the MVP? What was the score? Who sang the national anthem for that one? It would be just awesome to sort of have fun with and see if you remember the basics. Who sang, who did the halftime show. It was fun stuff like that. Well, it would be fun. So we'll be releasing that in order to keep everybody nice and engaged and all of that. And then your points that you will get will count towards the next season, and it's going to be tremendous fun. But for the future, we also want to and are in the process of developing the platform for baseball and, don't laugh, for NASCAR. And the reason is that you don't have many sports where the idea that you can vote on what's happening on the field, where you have a break in time. During every down you have 24 seconds, so you have time to think about what you think the offense and defense should do. You have time when the pitcher is walking up to the mound to think about what type of ball he's going to throw, right? So you need that specification. The NBA is not right for this. Ice hockey is not right for this. So we're going to target the ones where we know this would be simply awesome for the families and sports fans and so on, and go after that. And we absolutely love that possibility. Don't you? I mean, we love it.
I like the idea, and I like now just the overall concept. I see how this really works, number one, because if each play doesn't have that gap, you're taking advantage of that gap in time before that next play is called, and I can see it not being relevant with the NHL or the NBA, but I can see it really being relevant with the MLB, and that's perfect because Lee Vowell and I do a baseball show come this spring. So when the version of the app comes out for the MLB, I know for a fact you're going to be back here with us talking about your new app and how it interacts with the major league players.
Well, absolutely. So I know that Christine is listening at August. Christine, you hear this? We've got to get the baseball version out there real soon, and we will. And it's just really what a ride, to come up with this to sort of to begin with yelling at Manning for taking the knee.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. To having the conversation with you tonight. God bless America and just the amazing place we live in, and the opportunities. Just love it.
I will tell you this much, Christine. I hope you're listening. You're in New York with myself. I'm in Long Island, not far from where the New York Islanders play in Uniondale, Long Island. So trust me, offline, you'll be hearing from us between myself or Lee Val about this. But, Aris, tell us the best possible way via social media to get in contact with you and to learn more about your app.
So gridironmo.com is the website where everybody can find out a ton more about the game and what's going on and what we've got coming up. They can click the button and go to the App Store and buy the app, which we would be absolutely grateful for. On Twitter, it's at GridironMo. You'll find us, again, on Facebook at GridironMo. You'll find us on Instagram. All of that stuff is on the website. YouTube, we have a channel that we're building around. And we simply look forward to staying in touch with our fans and talking about it and having fun and seeing everybody on the leaderboard. Because we do provide a unique reward for whoever wins, which is we're going to make you famous because you're going to post your Super Bowl prediction, and we'll see how good you are. And wouldn't that be awesome and cool?
Totally. Well, Aris, I'm going to tell you this much. I will be using the app this weekend when the Super Bowl is in play, and I will be, not just myself, a whole bunch of folks are going to be tweeting at Gridiron Mo because you have a wonderful product. We want to give you a one-time round of applause.
Thank you,
and
Ted,
Aris,
very much.
You.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. And that was Aris Persidis from the Gridiron Mo, the creator, the co-creator of the Gridiron Mo app, just reimagining how you envision sports. It's the first app with a live fan chat, fan vote during these live football games. You call plays, you vote, you win. The site is Gridiron Mo, gridironmoe.com. Great site, great people. And that was a great interview, I will tell you this much. So really quickly, we're going to there are so many things I wanted to cover with the Super Bowl Sunday Fun Day. The Super Bowl 49 by the numbers. We have a new blog post on latenightparents.com. There's about 6 or 7 new blog posts up there, but the one that resonates with me talks about the Super Bowl by the numbers, with the Patriots and Seahawks set to square off in Super Bowl 49. Our friends at Wallet Hub, they're bringing the affinities for numbers crunching to the big game with a by-the-numbers look at the sporting spectacle. We look at game day, we look at ticket sales, we look at TV and radio, we look at advertising, super social media, Super Bowl parties, big game betting, Super Bowl economics, to say the least. And that's all brought to you by our partners at Wallet Hub. Prior to, really quick, going to get our interview quickly with Sharona up here, I definitely want to shout out our friends at Icy Hot Smart Relief, the TENS Therapy. You guys were definitely a winner for me because last time I checked, there was about 14 inches of snow out there. And as I mentioned at the early part of the show, Snowmageddon kicked in. The Icy Hot Smart Relief came to my rescue, and I was really, really appreciative of it. So, once again, that's my plug for Icy Hot Smart Relief. I mean, luckily, I'm not one of the 31 million Americans that are plagued by lower back pain. We'll go to a quick break, and then after the break, you'll hear the interview with Sharona and myself. This is Late Night Parents coming to you. We have Sports by Sharona. Sharona is here. She's from the official reporter, NFL reporter of the NFL Female. She writes for Players Insiders, which is a site I've really enjoyed over the last, I would say, 24 hours or so. Because
thanks for checking it out.
So many of our friends write for it, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is pretty interesting. And she also co-hosts NFL Zone Blitz, and I guess that's on Tuesday nights.
It's on Tuesday nights. We air live 9 p.m. Eastern Time to 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
Oh, okay. And that's audio, that's video, tell us what that is.
Yeah, it's a weekly webcast, except when we're on hiatus, which we were, were for a little bit after the football season. But tonight is our Super Bowl preview show, and we have our official fan reporters for the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots on to preview the game. We're going to talk about some hot topics, things like that.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And it's appropriate to speak with you because I tell you that I watched Media Day because the Northeast was snowed in, so there was nothing better than to sit there and watch the NFL Network and at its finest, the best of the best from the Patriots to the Seahawks
But before we talk about the